Stop it. Get some help.
LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right. I hope y'all seen the last stream, Fresh and Fit versus Bara Gray and that other nigga. I hope y'all tuned into that stream. If y'all haven't, please watch that stream before you watch this. Let's get into it. Fuck the title of the stream again? Fresh and Fit get dragged by. Okay, all right, so that's pathetic. All right. Where do I begin with this one? Once again, the topic of the month, the theme of the month, logical consistency.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
No picking and choosing. Everybody should be held to a certain standard. If one person gets called out for one thing, another person should be called out for the same thing. If it's the same thing and they're doing it, they shouldn't be getting away with it because you like them. And you're holding somebody else accountable for something that they do that because you don't like them. That's some bullshit. Accountability has to be on every side. On the men that speak on these platforms and the women that we're trying to hold accountable sometimes, because a lot of times there's people that are simping so hard that they don't want to hold black women accountable in the slightest. And guess what? That motherfucker ends up with an Ari Fletcher.
Stupid.
Now, let's get into Kevin Samuels' comments because everybody's dragging Fresh and Fit for their comments on their dating preferences. But first, we got the Godfather's comments. So let's get into it.
It's universal. And the thing is, we're talking about black women. They are on the opposite end of the spectrum on all ranks. Facial symmetry, even to the way to black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting on additional makeup and, weave and all this other kind of stuff to where guys are just saying, damn, and you're not even going to the gym to try to keep yourself in shape and you don't have a good attitude.
One more time, y'all.
Beauty is universal. And the thing is, we're talking about black women. They are on the opposite end of the spectrum on all ranks. Facial symmetry, even to the way to black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting on additional makeup and, weave and all this other kind of stuff to where guys are just saying, damn, and you're not even going to the gym to try to keep yourself in shape and you don't have a good attitude. I would rather not.
So let's roll the clip, guys. Let's.
All right. So we're gonna compare the difference from that clip we just seen from Kevin Samuels to Fresh and Fit, because Kevin Samuels was given a scientific breakdown, alleged scientific breakdown on facial symmetry and ranking black women dead last. He was not speaking about preference in dating. He was just, you know what? One more time, y'all.
Beauty is universal. And the thing is, we're talking about black women. They are on the opposite end of the spectrum on all ranks. Facial symmetry, even to the way to black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting on additional makeup and, weave and all this other kind of stuff to where guys are just saying, damn, and you're not even going to the gym to try to keep yourself in shape, and you don't have a good attitude, I would rather not.
So let's roll.
All right. So other than the first part, I'm not going to defend. This part right here.
Facial symmetry, even to the way to black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting on additional makeup and weave and all this other kind of stuff to where guys are just saying, damn, and you're not even going to the gym to try to keep yourself in shape, and you don't have a good attitude, I would rather not.
So
if a man says he's not dealing with a woman because she has bad attitude and she don't want to go to the gym, then that is all his power to walk out at that point. The other shit, I'm not co-signing and I'm not defending. Y'all live with that. Let's get into the next part.
Let's roll the clip, guys. Let's roll the clip.
You get it?
Three.
So because this also was taken out of context as well. But it is what it is. Now that you guys see that how grossly things could be put out of context, I guess
guys,
it is what it is.
whenever you see a clip, understand there's more
Way
to the
more to
story.
it. Yeah.
So don't take the clip as gospel. Look at the whole content first, then make an assumption.
And they come to the conclusion they really hate black women or woman. Okay.
Okay.
It's funny, I never used that one, bro.
How long ago was
black
this?
dating app called Black.
It's a while back.
Okay. Play from the beginning, Chris, just so they can hear fully.
No.
All right. Go ahead.
It's funny, I never used that one, bro.
What about the black dating app called Black?
It's funny, I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
Man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
So,
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, so last one, guys.
All right. You can have your dating preference. You can make jokes. Everyone makes jokes. People get offended by certain things, so you can't really be surprised when somebody gets offended by this remark right
I'm
here.
good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
When you say you don't dabble in the dark, joke or not, it's offensive, so some women might get offended. I know it's a dating preference thing, but you're saying you don't dabble in the dark. That could be offensive. You have to be aware of that. If you get backlash for that, you have to live with it. You could stand on your preference, but at that point, that's not attitude based. That's not weight based. That's not characteristics. That's just you don't dabble in the dark. That's very vague. It leaves it open to interpretation. Of course, people are going to come for you in that regard. You have to be aware.
Okay, so last one, guys. All right, so pause. So here's the thing, guys, and I want to make this very, very clear. We got 10,000 plus people here watching.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We are not a politically correct podcast.
And one thing before all these black men come caping and getting roasted like Joe Budden for caping because that's not your preference in women, you got to be aware of that. Be cognizant of that. And before you start caping, be aware that the most recent episode of Fresh and Fit podcast had about 13 women on the panel. 7 of them are black. I'm just making up these numbers, but it was something like that. Like there was a lot of black women on the panel. If black women were so offended, they should stop showing up to the show. That's just their dating preference. They were a little loose with the lips and disrespectful. I'm not going to gloss over that.
We say what we want. We say a lot of controversial stuff.
We speak our truth.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's a big reason why we've been able to build the following that we have. We are not politically correct. We don't care about what people necessarily think. We say what we want. Now, here's the other thing. We make fun of all races on this podcast. White, black, whatever.
Asian.
We bring white girls in all the time. Hey, do you like the BBC? Hey, oh yeah, you're a night rider. Ha ha ha. Whatever. We make fun of Hispanics. We make fun of black people. We make fun of white people. We make fun of everybody. Hell, yesterday we had some white guys in here who were making fun of them. Right? Hey, we got some white bitches in the house.
Yeah, we said every nigga needs a white guy in the background.
Yeah, like we make jokes on everybody.
Yeah.
This is the reality right now. We live in a politically correct pussy society that can't take jokes and gets triggered by everything. If you make a joke, people get mad. You're a colorist. You're transphobic. You're ba-da-da-da-da. They're coming after Dave Chappelle for it. Yeah. It's ridiculous, okay? Here's the other thing, too. When it comes to dating and your personal preferences, no one bats an eye. When women say, I want a man that's 6 feet tall, makes a certain amount of money, blah, 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 those are considered preferences. But if I say, hey, man, I don't date black girls like that. Oh, God.
You hate black women.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
My mom's black. Your mom's black.
Yeah.
My sister's black. Like,
Now, people are going to say that's exclusionary. With your preference, you're excluding black women because it's not specifically I prefer this woman or this type of woman. It's specifically I don't want this. That's the way standards and preferences work, though. Everything is exclusionary. If a woman wants a man that's 6 foot and up, everybody that's 6 foot below is excluded from her dating preference. If I say I don't date white women, nobody bats an eye. Nobody thinks twice. They're like, yeah, race loyalty, whatever. I prefer black women. I have to say that every stream to make sure that's there.
bro, we just have a preference.
If we hated black women, would we bring African American women and black women on the show?
Okay, but
all the time.
the question.
Let me finish.
Okay,
We would
please.
not if we had an issue with them. Our dating preferences are our preferences. Just like you have the prerogative as a woman to date a man that makes a certain amount of money, a height, income, whatever it is, no one bats an eye. We are free to choose who we want to hook up with and date. Like, what the hell? Like, there's nothing wrong with having preferences. Why is it when men have preferences considered discrimination, but when a woman has preferences, she's championed for it?
Oh, I know what it is. Men can't have standards.
Exactly. That's the reality. So,
Can
go ahead.
we chime
Please.
in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just think the biggest question is like, whether that's your preference or not, like, what is the issue with black women? Especially like,
There's none.
Are you a black man?
I love
Are you-
them.
Yeah, we don't have an issue with
I ain't
them.
gonna lie.
Are you black?
I love
My
black
parents
girls.
are from Sudan, so yes, I would consider myself
African.
black.
Well, you're black, right?
Yeah.
I'm so black.
man.
Yo, apparently I'm.
You could be
I'm black.
Dominican. But like, I really need to know what the issue is. Like, I was like, okay, like as I was getting ready to come here, I seen the thing on the shade room, and I was like, oh my god, I have to speak
There
on
is no
this.
issue.
Do you
So,
ask
like-
a gay guy what is the issue with women? No, he just likes it up the butt. Like it's just their preference.
But why speak on it? Why don't you talk about what you like?
Okay, so
we're
As opposed to what you
We're
don't
getting
like.
into that. Don't worry.
Can I say this? In the video, it was a comment.
It was a
Remember how,
comment.
like, you know, they get paid to read out stuff?
Yeah.
It was a comment that said, oh, have you ever using the dating
Black
app Black?
Yeah.
So that's how the whole topic even came to about their personal preferences.
Yeah, because our chat.
You understand?
Talk-
We're going to
So
get
at
into
the
that
end
clip
of the
just
day,
now.
It wasn't like, oh, I don't like
Hold on,
black
did I keep
women.
this
Like,
shit?
no, bro. They just,
Well,
you
can
know,
we just have a
it was
conversation?
comment.
Can
Sure,
we have
sure,
a
sure.
dialogue?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
sure, go ahead.
Why don't you like black women? I'm just curious.
I mean,
For the
here's the
people.
thing.
Like, nobody might question why people
Are
don't like
they
what they
too
like.
opinionated?
But wait, before you even get into why, I just want to hear from the horse's mouth. Like, what is the issue?
So see,
because
from-
I'm a whole black.
So
woman.
see, honestly, right?
I
Speaking
just
like,
want to know.
you had your preferences, right? Did I question your preferences and the guy that you wanted? Remember I asked you earlier on the show.
But I didn't get in like a specific detail as like race.
I know,
just
I
want to
know,
know
I know.
like what your.
I know, hold on,
opinion
hold on.
It's still a
But
preference.
it's still a preference, right?
Yeah.
So whether you like a guy that's tall, you know, buff, whatever, I didn't say, why do you like that? I just said, cool. I respect your opinion. We said on platform, hey, you know what? They commented, hey, use the app called Blacks to get black girls. No, we
Basically,
don't really
it
think
has nothing to do
that.
with race.
No, just answer your question. Me
That's
personally,
fine.
Hold on,
me
let
I
him
personally,
want to know why.
me personally,
You may not
I
want to know
mean,
why.
Let him
Yeah.
answer if he
Yeah.
can explain.
Can he
I mean,
talk?
me personally,
I wanna
right?
know why.
Me personally, my first girl that I ever had sex with was white. So to me, it's like, okay, cool. That is what I'm.
Do y'all see what I said on Blunt Talk with LT when I said that the white women were accepting to Fresh, and when he talks about losing his virginity, he speaks about white women? When I speak on these guys and I do these breakdowns, it's because I've watched them enough, done enough reactions to them to understand what their perspective is.
Used to. And then from there, I was in Barbados, and a lot of tourists come to the islands. That's what I'm used to. So to me personally, it's like, I just prefer because that's what I'm used to. It's not because I hate black women. And mind you, my mom would always be like, yo, Walter, why don't you bring a black girl home? It's because I don't want to. It's not I hate black women. It's like, I just don't want to. So that's my preference.
His preference is based off of what accepted him, what he got, what liked him back. If black women didn't like him back, why is he getting shamed for building a preference for other women that actually liked him?
You were chasing
Okay,
your
now let
first
him
love.
let him
you
explain
go.
why he don't
Well, I
prefer
mean-
black women.
With all-
I'm just curious.
No, it's fine.
I like that.
With all due respect, I don't have to explain myself. I'm just gonna.
This is what they should have done the first time when they spoke about it. Don't explain yourself. Why should you? You just told the women that they don't have to and they don't ever explain themselves for their preferences. Why do you have to explain yourself? Let's pull that back.
Let him
Pause.
explain why he don't
Well, I
prefer
mean-
black women.
With all-
I'm just curious.
No, it's fine.
I like that.
With all due respect, I don't have to explain myself. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Like,
Period.
Like just like no one questions a woman when she says I like this and that. You know, we respect it.
It doesn't matter
I don't
why.
think any man has to explain himself when it comes to his dating preferences. It's only when certain minority groups are mentioned, etc. If I said I don't fuck with white girls, no one would give a fuck.
I would ask you
That's
why.
the reality.
Yep.
And I
Now, and this is why I have the biggest gripe with this. Certain minority protected groups. Do you want to be the retarded little cousin at the cookout? Do you want to be that protected motherfucker, that person that people think less of, and had to have an inferiority complex, to always think that you're being slighted and you're the lesser? Do you want that? And do you want black women wearing that? Because that's when niggas get up here and cape for black women, that's what they're essentially saying.
would have to give you the same
But
response.
I do think
It's I would give you the same response. I don't owe you a response.
But I do think that's true too. And
It's an issue
and I
only
think no
when.
matter what,
Can you please let me finish?
Oh yeah.
You guys are asking me and I'm answering the question.
I know.
So
sorry.
you know what I'm saying? Like I need you guys you're asking us and we're telling you, with all due respect, we don't have to explain ourselves to you guys about what we like. Just like we're not going to ask you to explain yourself about what you like. We might poke some fun at it.
Yeah.
We might ask you, hey, do you think this guy is actually prevalent? Whatever. The crazy thing to me is this: if we had said we don't date Latinas, or we don't date white girls, or we don't date Asian girls, no one would bat an eye. But if we say,
that's true.
You know what, man? We just don't prefer black girls. Oh God, that's racist.
Yeah.
No, it is not. It is just a preference, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's ridiculous that we live in this clown world nowadays where we have to worry about people's feelings. If you guys have an issue with that, you don't gotta watch us. Get the fuck out of here. This is Fresh and Fit. We're not gonna change. We don't bend. We don't fold. We say what the fuck we want to say, and that's why people love us.
Here's the biggest part, right?
Oh.
Why is it so important what I like? It's what I like. So if I don't like a certain, I don't know, height, color, weight, or race, that's just on me. I don't question you on what you like.
I just think it's so much racism going on, and there's so much colorism going on within the black community. Like, it's such a touchy topic. You may not understand. Y'all may not understand.
I'm the only white one in my family.
It's it's such a touchy
But I do
topic. Like,
understand.
let her speak,
y'all
please,
gonna,
and
y'all
then
gonna
we'll
sit
go.
here
Then you're
and
next,
act
right?
like it's not an issue. Like, black people aren't getting killed every day by white people. It's an issue.
What?
Stop the cap.
Ladies, let her speak,
y'all
please,
gonna,
and
y'all
then we'll
gonna
go.
sit
And
here
then you're
and
next,
act
right?
like it's not an issue. Like, black people aren't getting killed every day by white people.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
All right, so black people are getting killed every day by white people because black people have a preference to not date. God damn it. God damn it. Is that where the correlation is? Because that is asinine at best.
It's an issue. So y'all can feel that way, but at the end of the day, like, don't get mad at the backlash because people are getting killed over their race.
Oh no, I'm not mad at all.
Wait, you bring up statistics all the time,
You
right?
don't have to like.
Why don't you bring
have
up the
to-
statistics with like?
You don't have to.
dating
You,
to killing.
but
Those
you can-
statistics
Guys,
don't
guys,
have
guys,
anything
please,
to do with
please let her
killing
finish.
practice.
Please let her finish.
People kill within proximity. Crime happens within proximity. Most black people kill other black. Well, I'm not. Whoa.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
What the fuck am I talking about? I'm saying most black people kill black people. No, that's phrased terribly. Most black people are dying at the hands of other black people in the streets. Whites the same, Asians the same. It's within proximity. White people aren't killing black people more than black people are killing black people in America, if we're speaking.
Please let her finish one mic at a time. I'll give everybody a chance to
Right.
say their
Thank
piece.
you.
You go, and then who's next?
You don't have
You some?
You don't have.
All
You
right.
could like whatever you like. I think that's fair to like whatever you like. And I always tell my homeboys or my homegirls like, please be honest. Like who you want to like.
Seems like a lot of people are upset at Fresh and Fit. Right?
Hold on. Like who you want to like, but like that. Hit that goddamn like button. Everybody in here, hit that goddamn like button. Playing with me out here. All right, so Abba and Preach. I don't often disagree with Abba and Preach and their takes. Let's see what they say about this.
Right now, it's going mainstream. Yeah, the Shade Room. Everybody's sending us.
Everybody.
Somebody says I'm super corny. They said, "Yo, y'all got to reply. Gotham needs you." I was like, "Calm down. Calm the fuck down. It's not that deep."
No, nobody needs us.
And they said they hate black women. Why? Because clip surfaced. So let's just play the clip. So the first clip comes out, and it's basically them being asked about a dating app for black women, and they're like, "Yo, listen."
What about the black dating app called Black?
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
Look.
Context matters, and here we go, because nobody's keeping it real on this matter right here. Context matters. All right, dating app called Black. All right. I'm a proponent of heavily shitting on dating apps. I think most people that use dating apps to actually date are pathetic, and they're like finishing in last place. They're really and truly, I'm sorry if y'all use dating apps. I'm shitting on y'all right now too, because you're not getting it the best way. You're getting the last place contenders. You're getting the last picked motherfuckers signing up for dating apps because they're so des out here begging for people. So when they're dissing the Shaniquas and the whatevers on the dating apps, it's like, yo, it's a dating app called Black. Context matters. First and foremost, this is not a large cape ceremony for Fresh and Fit. This is not that. This is objectivity and logical consistency.
Quisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like
Nah,
that.
man.
We ain't Night Riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
That point. Down with the brown like that, not Night Riders.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'm not going to defend that. Down with the brown and Night Riders, and then y'all claim you're joking. It's a joke, whatever, but you're seriously giving your perspective and your preference on the matter. That, if black women are offended at that and they come for you, you have to hold that. You got to eat that one. That's disrespectful.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
And people lost.
As I said earlier, dabble in the dark. Regardless of what you mean, that people are going to be offended by that. The same way that guy in the last breakdown I did was being very colorist to Fresh, that's what that could be deemed as. Dabble in the dark. What do you mean? That's what they ask you to elaborate when you say you don't date black and then you say you don't dabble in the dark. What do you mean, sir? That's when you start getting those questions.
Their mind. And then afterwards, after the backlash, Myron's like, "Listen, what's wrong with having a preference?"
When it comes to dating and your personal preferences, no one bats an eye. When women say, "I want a man that's 6 feet tall, makes a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah," those are considered preferences. But if I say, "Hey, man, I don't date black girls like that." Oh, God.
You hate black women.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
My mom's black. Your mom's black.
Yeah.
My sister's black. Like, bro, we just have a preference.
It's not the same thing. There's a difference between having preferences. That's one thing. And there's another thing about dissing a motherfucker. When you're saying, "I don't want to date Shaniquas," you're not stating your preferences. You're not mad about your fucking preference.
And that's what I mean by context matters. You're getting the Shaniquas and the whatever stereotypical negative black woman that they could think of in their mind from those dating apps, because those guys use dating apps, seeking arrangements, all those dating apps. Whatever they're thinking of, that's what it is. Some people might not want to accept that, but
they're mad about you dissing the other one.
But hey, you know what? Maybe they were just joking. Okay?
Yeah,
Maybe
they said they were
don't have
joking.
negative opinions of black ladies, okay? And they were just using Shaniqua as a joke for humor. It's possible.
It's possible.
Okay?
But
then Fresh has to open his mouth. And I don't know what's wrong with Fresh, but this nigga cannot stop taking L's, okay? Listen.
yeah, he's absolutely right. Sometimes Fresh just needs to shut the fuck up in the background and let Myron talk, because sometimes when Fresh speaks, you can see Myron's facial expression, and this is all it's saying.
Come on, man.
Listen to
Yo,
Fresh.
Barbados, stand up. I know you don't claim him.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls. It's not because like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be
Carry
reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You
So
are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are not the.
That is literally the worst compliment you can ever give somebody. That's not a compliment. That is not a fucking compliment. That's where you go put your fucking foot in your mouth. Fresh, this is what we're talking about, Fresh. Yeah, you give your examples. Let me pull it back. Because, yeah, this is what he's doing. He has an attempt to hold those women accountable for their actions towards him, and that's why he doesn't date them. But look at the way he comes off and what he says.
No, like most black girls are like annoying.
Most black girls.
You don't claim him.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls. It's not because like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be
Carry
reserved.
If the black girls that he dealt with and he worded it in a specific way where he's like, I don't date black women because the black women that I've dated were annoying, ratchet, and they didn't know how to be reserved, and that's your preference, people, if they don't want to hear that, that's life, because that's just, if you don't want to hear that, you're gaslighting his experience at that point. But the way he worded it, put his foot in his mouth. You have to live with the backlash when you put your foot in your mouth. Like, how was she supposed to respond to that? And Myron found it so funny. Well, look, Myron finds every racial joke funny. So Myron can't act like he doesn't. Her response, how could she respond? There's no way to respond to that. Other than cussing him off and getting Frank Castled.
You're like the complete opposite.
You
So
are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are not the.
That is not a compliment. All right. It's like when the motherfucker tells me, "Oh, you're beautiful for a black man." That really, there's a lot. It's not just, the person called me beautiful, but that's fucked up. That's still fucked up. So when you say, no, but you're not like that, you really talk like a white dude. You're not like the rest of them naggers. What the fuck, bro?
Think about what he said. You're annoying. You're not. You're not ratchet, right? So that's how.
All right, let me read a comment before. When you say I prefer only light skins because darks is blah, 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 that's where it steps into toxic territories. Yeah. Let me sit on that one. Pause. Let me just mold with that thought. Yo, what's with all these goddamn pauses?
Perception of black people.
Yeah, and
not recognizing like there's a variety of women out there who are black.
But if she cuss him out, she becomes the stereotype. That is true. But yeah, it is kind of true. Your hands are kind of tied. It's like, nah, you deserve to get cussed out. You're being disrespectful. But it's like you could have done it in a nicer way. You're being the stereotype. Yeah, her hands are tied there.
Black who have a different experience. You don't encounter them fresh because you live in nightclubs. You live faking your lifestyle. You're constantly around women who are on IG. So, of course, there's going to, again, be a selection bias, right? Where the only type of women you're going to meet are ratchets. You get what I'm saying?
That doesn't actually work logically. Because if that's all you were getting, ratchets, then it would be that across the board, right? So it wouldn't just be, at that point, he would be like, I don't date women, not black women, because he's still able to find Asian, white, Spanish or whatever through coming up through the same type of club scene or whatever. But we all know what they're there for, so I'm not gonna start hating. Let's keep it objective. Fuck. God damn it.
It's like, even though, and I think it's so funny that Fresh says this stuff. It's like, but the one girl he wanted to wife out turned out to be a sugar baby who's coaching women on how to fucking play men. It's just funny to me that these guys talk like this.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
Yes, 100%. That girl belonged to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
He absolutely got tricked by that girl. But know what she brought to him? She brought fake femininity. She brought fake submission. She hoodwinked the shit out of him.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
But the reason why she got that off is because she wasn't loud, annoying, and all the things that he doesn't like, right? She finessed him, but that's how she got in.
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. I said certified freak. 7 days a week.
All right, this is a little bit disingenuous. I don't know if this actually no, I don't. Hold up, he was paying her. I was thinking this was no. Actually, this isn't. This is disingenuous. Actually, yeah, this is. I have to call Abba and Preach here. This video was a TikTok compilation of her showing the guys in her past that she finessed. This wasn't the receipts where she was showing the things that Fresh paid for. So this isn't he paid her bills. This is some random simp paid for her bills.
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in
It could be a little misleading here.
I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pullout game weak. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a.
But I digress.
High standards. I like the way Fresh always comes in to add a little grain of salt, and it always it's perfectly like that.
He's a scammer that tells on himself.
Yes,
he's a scammer that tells on himself.
Fresh.
Myron can at least keep up a good facade.
Yeah,
he can put up a good projected good image. Yeah. Fresh is just bruv, you don't like black women. Just say that. Y'all are ghetto, ratchet, and disgusting. You smell bad. But I don't have a problem with black. What are you talking about? Let any.
Whoa! My super chat isn't working. Oh, this is devastation. Y'all already know that this is definitely not a monetized upload. All the words that I said already, that's definitely gonna pull up those YouTube signals to be like, nope, we ain't having that. And now my super chat isn't working. Oh, you're working for free.
White person talk about black dudes the same way. You would say, what? Yeah, black guys, they're ratchet, they're ghetto, they smell bad, and they're unemployable. What the fuck? But that's how you think. And here's the thing.
No, I'm not gonna do that. If a black girl said she's dating white guys, and I'm like, really? You're into white guys? Cool. Why don't you date black guys? Because black guys are broke, they're dusty. The ones that I've come across couldn't pay no bills. They were X, Y, and Z. They were wearing chains and hats and shit. And they didn't like that. It's life. It's life. That's her choice. It is what it is, man.
A lot of people want to be able to say racist stuff without
this is devastating. This is devastating. You tried 3 times, give them a Cash App. I don't have a Cash App linked here. I don't even have a PayPal linked here. I am relying on YouTube. And this is how they're doing me. YouTube executives are sitting back. I'm like, yo, what's going on? My super chat's not working. Help me. These niggas are sitting back like,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
they're looking at the numbers. They're like, super chat, there's 14 people watching.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
All right, let's get back to it. See, I'm trying to laugh this off because this hurts right now. This hurts. All right, let's get back into it.
Owning the moniker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, I know you said some racist shit to me. Another man. Hey, you gonna send me back? That's another shit that a Gavin or Steven would have said. I'm gonna send you back on your boat to your country. Hey, but you know damn well what the fuck you was doing. Talking like a bang, 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 bang. Nigga, it's you.
You can say whatever you want. You can say I have a preference for this, Asian men, black women. Nothing wrong with that. When you say I wouldn't date black women because physically they're just not my type, nothing wrong with that.
Wait, what? What? You can say that? There's nothing wrong with that. Black women are physically not my type, and you can say that. That's not bad.
Nothing wrong with that. When you say I wouldn't date black women because physically they're just not my type, nothing wrong with that.
What do you mean? I would need somebody to elaborate if they said physically not my type. What do you mean?
I want to date white women because culturally it's more in line with me. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want to date Asians because they got slanted eyes and honestly they're too quiet for me and I think they're kind of losers. Do we not see the difference?
The difference is that's a vast generalization of the entire Asian community. That is the difference. It's not but wait, hold up. No, that's not the difference. So that's a generalization too. Hold on.
Talking like a bing, 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 bing,
Too
bing.
far.
Right? People love to masquerade their negative views about certain groups as a preference. Okay? Right? I remember this. I was dating this white girl. Okay? This was when I was like about 19. And we were getting serious. It was going well.
Shit, I went.
And
Where'd I go with this? Hold on. My bad, y'all.
see the difference?
I didn't see the difference.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm the slow kid in the
I
back
would
right
date
now.
black women because physically they're just not my type. Nothing wrong with
I don't want to date black women because physically they're not my type. There's nothing wrong with that. Isn't that a gross generalization as well? How are all black women physically not your type? I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. Whoops. Where am I? Oh, there we go.
that. I want to date white women because culturally it's more in line with me. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want to date Asians because they got slanted eyes and honestly they're too quiet for me and I think they're kind of losers. Do we not see the difference?
You went more in depth. More insults with the losers and the slanted eyes. That's racial, specific to them. But there's still generalizations. One is just a little more getting into the semantics.
Do we not see the difference?
Not really.
Right? People love to masquerade their negative views about certain groups as a preference. Okay? Right? I remember this. I was dating this white girl. Okay? This was when I was like about 19. And we were getting serious. It was going well. And she told me, I want you to meet my parents. And you already know.
Deuces.
I said, sure. And the day before I was supposed to meet her parents, I'm like, do they know I'm black? She said, no. I said, what you doing?
But that's the thing. The privilege really sometimes prevents you from.
All right, before we get back into that, this has been bugging my mind. Could somebody else attempt to give a super chat to see if the super chat's working? Because Jackie Dollhouse was trying to give me a super chat, and I still want my super chat.
I'm seeing those things.
Yes. I'm also like,
Nick. But you know, hey, go tell.
I said, go tell them. She said, nah. There's not a problem. I said, go.
Tell your parents
Go.
I'm not Gavin.
Go.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there.
No.
Y'all know your parents are racist.
All right.
And I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about everybody.
Yes.
You don't know your parents are racist until.
Yes. And to be fair, okay, shout out to my mom, but hey, she be saying some wild things. I be looking at her like, that's racist. Okay? Yes. I don't even whisper it. I'm like, that's racist, but I still, because you mom, okay? Her dad was like, eventually her dad came out and said, listen, I don't want my daughter with a black man, okay? Now, I'm not mad at that. You want your daughter to date a white dude because culturally and whatever? Cool. Go ham. She said, I want my daughter to date a black guy because they're ghetto. Now, do you guys see the difference? Can we all understand the difference? Now, look.
From what I'm seeing is you should not ever give the reason. That's what I'm seeing. Don't give the reason. If you prefer, we just solved this. If you have a dating preference, do not give the reason. Don't. If you want to speak on your dating preference, just speak on the actual preference. I don't prefer to date this person. I prefer to date this person. Why? None of your goddamn business, bitch nigga. Why? So y'all could roast me and tell me what I am? Fuck out of here. That's what y'all should do.
Again, you know, what Fresh and Fit should have done is what a lot of the other manosphere guys do, which is just like, man, listen, black women are the worst, and I don't recommend dating them, right? That's what a lot of these guys in the manosphere just straight up say. And I'm not mad at it. You know, at least you're outwardly projecting your real views, and that's cool. But y'all front on that point.
Beauty is universal. And the thing is, we're talking about black women. They are on the opposite end of the spectrum on all ranks. Facial symmetry, even to the way to black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting on additional makeup and, you know, weave and all this other kind of stuff to where guys are just saying, damn, and you're not even going to the gym to try to keep yourself in shape and you don't have a good attitude. I would rather.
Preach, what do you think?
Brooms and dustpans.
Yeah.
But what?
Why is it that so many of these manosphere guys have so many negative things to say about black women?
I don't know.
All right, I have to make it clear. They did not put that Kevin Samuels clip in there. They spoke about the dudes in the manosphere having negative comments about black women. They did not include Kevin Samuels. That was my own edit in this big reaction. I put that there for logical consistency. If you're mad at one, you should be mad at the other, right? Unless you're just playing favorites. Or you can get into the nuance of it and have a discussion.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them do. Well, I mean, if you look at society, I don't know. If you look at society and the way the society has been treating black women, it's just a general thing, and they amplify it. So they're gonna take that and they're gonna just amplify it, I believe. You know what I mean?
We want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think in the comments below? Let us know. We want to hear from you.
And that is the great trap. That is the great trap. Oh, black women, black people, we have it so hard already. We don't need to be calling each other out on our bullshit.
He ain't crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Nope. That's the great trap. That's the great trap. We insulate our community. We don't talk about these our problems in front of other communities because it makes us look bad. Nope. We're going to talk about it. We're going to address it. We're going to fix it. And we're going to fix the characters in our community instead of just fixing the appearance of our community. We're not going to just, we're this. We're better than we are and posture and act like we're perfect when we're not. We got to actually fix the issues by holding people accountable, doing objective breakdowns, and subscribing to LTTV. I'm just talking shit. But, yeah.
What?
I'm hungry as fuck. I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm kind of depressed because my super chat button ain't working. Hopefully it works the next time. Everybody here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button. We shall have a discussion about this at a later time. Probably open the call lines, get y'all perspectives. I didn't actually read all the comments, but yeah. I just want our community to do better, and I want us to be able to have these discussions and hold each other accountable wherever we're bullshitting, wherever we're perpetuating the fuckery. We should be able to just put it out there and hold each other accountable instead of trying to paint a picture that we're not. Act like we're better than we are while representing ourselves as total dog shit.
Get a job, nigger.
I'm going to have to get a Cash App backup. It's difficult. I'm in Toronto right now, so I pay all these American taxes and all this shit, and I'm out here, and it's just fucked up. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we wrapping it up. Yeah, nothing much more to say here. Shout out to y'all in the chat section. Hopefully we can have these uncomfortable conversations without people feeling like we need to shut down the conversation and not speak about it. That's the problem. People are too coddled and insulated to the point where you can't say these things because it hurts their feelings instead of just being accountable for your actions. But yeah, we out. Here.